Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Judy, and if it's your first time stopping by, welcome. Today's model is the gorgeous, the beautiful Joy. I'm gonna be painting her face and I'm super excited because she has literally the most flawless skin I have seen in a very long time. So I'm gonna be prepping and priming her skin. You guys already know how I go about this. I am using the Aveeno moisturizer first, and I'm also gonna be using the Zaran primer. This is the oil-free pore minimizing primer. I love this primer because it's super good. It makes the skin so smooth. Then I'm going in with the Beauty Blender primer. This is actually a dry oil primer. I like using this when I want to work with like matte foundations because it just makes the skin look like skin. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it really does do the job. And it also has SPF. Who doesn't like a good primer that has SPF? Alright, for foundation, we're going in with this Glam Girl Beauty Blend foundation. I actually was kind of confused which shade to use for her because I had never done her face before. So I was testing out this foundation and I kind of liked how it looked, but then I felt like it was a tad bit too dark. So I went in with the Zickel foundation. This is the Sexy Almond foundation. I felt like this was a bit too light as well. So I kind of like mixed in these two foundations to get her perfect base. So I ended up using the Glam Girl foundation on the lower half of her face, and then I used the Zickel foundation on the upper part of her face. So yeah, you have to wing it sometimes. This is just the work that we do as makeup artists. We have to just make it work. If you made it to this point of this video and you haven't hit the subscribe button already, what you doing? Come on, hit that subscribe button. It's literally free. It doesn't cost you nothing. And also turn on the post notification bell so that you don't get to miss any of my new uploads. I like to work with a beauty blender when I'm doing my base just because it makes it so much easy, and I feel like it just marries everything together. So you can already see how that looks. I used two different foundations, but it looks like it's just one foundation. That's how you want your base to look, and you also want it to look like skin. So now I'm going to contour her face, and I'm going to be using the Black Opal Stick foundation in the shade Carob for this, and I'm going to be using this on her temples, her jawline, and then also the side of her face. I'm doing a very light contour because I just wanted to preserve her natural features, so I'm not going so heavy with the contour today. Then for highlight, I'm going to be mixing the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer and then also the LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn. I think the Maybelline one was in the shade Tan. So I mixed in that two shade and I use it to highlight her face. That's normally the areas I normally highlight, just under the eyes, the chin, the nose, and her forehead. Then I'm also going in with this brush from Real Techniques. This is the powder brush. It's in the set of 4. I like to use this brush when I want to like preserve a smudged concealer as I can under the eye because it doesn't really pack a lot of that product away. So you get like all the concealer you applied will be on the skin basically. So now I'm going in with this tiny mini beauty sponge from Real Techniques. Actually, it's a beauty sponge. Yeah, it's from Real Techniques. It's very small. I like to use this to blend my nose contour. Then if you're an OG, you know this brush. This was like the brush I was using back in the day, like 2 years ago, for my nose contour. I just found it again in my stash and I started using it again. So that brush is really good for precise application for your nose contour. I don't even know where it's from, but I really like that brush. And then now I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I'm going to be using this to blend out the crease under the eye. Make sure that you do this before you set your face with powder because you don't want those creases to show. This is like the hack to use. Then I'm going to with powder. I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder, and this is in the shade Dark. I'm going to be using this to set under her eyes. I'm also going to be taking the Sacha Buttercup setting powder to set under her eyes as well, lightly. We don't want it to look cakey. We want to have like skin finish. Okay, so just lightly apply that. I'm also going to be applying to her smile lines because she has a bit of smile lines, which is cute, but yeah, we don't want that to show through. Also some reverse nose contour. I'm also going to be doing that, and then I'm also going to use it to set the highlight on her nose bridge. So basically just at every area that you highlighted on your face. So taking my Milani powder in the shade Deep and this brush from Sigma Beauty, I'm going to be using these to set the areas I contoured because it's like a cream product and I don't want that to move around, so I have to set that. And then I'm also going to be going into the brows finally. So yeah, I'm just taking this Binwa Beauty pencil and I'm just going to use it to outline the brows and like draw hair like strokes. If you want a more detailed video on how I do my brows, I have a video down below, so check the video down below. I'm also going to be leaving the link in my description box so for you, so check out that video because that's more detailed, because right now I'm just like breezing through the brows. And you know, I'm taking this Zaran brow definer powder and I'm going to be using this to define the tail of her brows and also to outline the brows underneath because I want it to look very sharp and clean. Alright, now to clean up under the brow, I'm going to be taking my Sigma Beauty flat brush, and this is what I like to use to clean up under my brows. And I'm also going to be using the LA Girl concealer in the shade Almond, I believe. I prefer to use water-based concealer to clean up under my brows just because it makes it so much easier as opposed to using cream concealers. But this is just my personal preference. Do you go whatever works for you? Definitely try that out. But then if you want to know what I have been doing for the longest time, this is what I do. So yeah, take it or leave it, your choice. So now I'm just going to dust off the excess powder, and then we're moving on to using the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place. I like to take that brown shade, and this kind of serves as my bronzer. I like to use it to bronze up the face, and I also sometimes use it as a blush. This palette is actually supposed to be an eyeshadow palette, but I use it for a whole bunch of things. I use it as a bronzer. I also use it as a blush palette, so I'm going to use that on the nose as well to further define the nose contour. So now we're going to jump into the eyeshadow. So I was thinking of doing a very creative look, so I mixed some of my yellow based pigments with some of my mixing medium, and I just trying to do like a graphic liner, like just a regular kind of cut crease but not really cut crease, so basically a liner. Right now I'm just drawing lines on the face and like putting also dots on the face. So I don't really know how to explain this part, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch. But basically I was trying to be creative. I saw a post online and I decided to like recreate it and kind of like spice it up and make it kind of different, my own. So basically that's what I am doing here. I am making dots over the eyebrow. I'm also going to put in some under the eyes. I'm also going to be drawing a big ass line on the forehead and on the chin. So basically just watch and learn. I was using the under of my brush to kind of like make the perfect dots because it's just so much easier. This is a hack I use honestly when I want to make the perfect round dots. I just don't even bother trying to go freehand. I just use an already perfect round bottom of a brush. I just like stamp that on the skin to kind of make like the perfect size so that everything looks the same. So now taking this eyeliner from Zaran Cosmetics, I'm just basically going to use this as a lipstick. This is the Arabian Night eyeliner. I like to use this as a lipstick because it's matte and it does not smudge as opposed to using a regular lipstick. I like using this one, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna continue drawing my little dots all over the face till I am content with how that looks, and then we'll just proceed to do the rest of the face after this. So now I'm just prepping her natural lashes for the false lashes, and I like to do this by using a mascara on her natural lashes just to protect the lashes and also make it easier for the false lashes to like stick on there. You have to do this step. It's so much easier when you do this step. So the lashes I'm going to be using today is from Wink Lashes, and it's in the style Gaze. I really like these lashes, so definitely try it out. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of eyeliner on her waterline, which is just going to like bring the whole look together. So now I'm going to be going back into my Zulu palette. I'm going to be taking that orange shade, and this is going to serve as the blush. I love using orange matte shades for blush on brown and darker skin tone. It just kind of like gives this natural glow that I am so obsessed with. So now I'm going into my Mood Beauty highlighter palette. I'm going to be taking that shade. I'm going to be using this on the highest point of her face, naturally where I would highlight on my face or any of my clients' face. So I'm not going too crazy with the highlights today because I just want this kind of like natural glow, because the whole face is already looking kind of like out there, so I don't want to draw away the focus from the look. And that completes this look, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Comment down below and I'll be sure to make more videos like this for you guys. Till next time, guys, stay safe. Bye.